Everyone, welcome back. It is time for another wrestling review. With me once again, we have Campo.Reviews, the man who reviews movies, TV shows, everything else in between. I don't know if he has like a draft, NHL draft. Nice hat, by the way, NHL draft video, but go down, check it out. He'll probably have something on the free agent signings and all that kind of stuff, right? Eventually.
Yeah, I'm more worried about this goddamn mirrored camera.
You
But
still you still can't
anyways,
get over
yeah,
it. At
there'll
least
be a
now
video.
Raptors now isn't reversed.
Yeah, I guess that's fair enough.
Just think when you want to go left, go right.
Look, if my whole face is like this.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anywho, I see you've done a few improvements to the background.
I don't do anything.
It's your
I
brother.
just work here.
Yeah, I just work here. Anyway, we are starting off the reviews with Slammiversary today. It was a show, their second biggest show of the year. And we start off with a horrible rendition of the Star Spangled Banner.
This is a no more.
What, the Star Spangled Banner or
No
just
more
that guy
national
singing?
anthem. I think like what are we doing here?
Yeah, it was bad. We start off our pre-show match. We got two pre-show matches here. Elena Black, Indy Hartwell, and Mara Sade.
So they're arguably the two biggest names on your whole entire women's roster.
Because now the Tess is gone.
I don't count Elena Black as even being remotely good or famous, but in terms
But
of
she's a name.
TNA, and they're on your pre-show, and I think it's such a disservice to Indy Hartwell and all the time you've spent building her up to do this.
Yeah.
The match was actually good though.
Yeah, surprisingly. Even Mara Sade.
Everyone was good.
Yeah. It was a decent match. Elena Black picks up the cheap win here, and after the match, we get Tracy Brooks out. Is it Tracy Brooks? Yeah,
Tracy
and
Brooks.
she announces that there's going to be a women's TV Knockouts Television Championship.
And it looks nice.
Yeah, but I think Kevin Owens may have something to say about that.
Why? Tell him.
I think he's trademarked KO TV.
I don't think he cares.
Okay, we'll talk about Kevin Owens on another show, but
Will we?
I
Yeah,
don't
we
know.
will actually. We
Yeah,
literally will.
we literally will. Um, But Lena Black wins this. What do you who do you think is going to be like the first like who's going to be like the one to
Indy
is it going to be
Hartwell,
Hartwell?
unless they're actually stupid.
It has to be because they're taking too long to give her the belts. That's the theme of the show. There's some belt changes, but there's
Oh,
some issues with that.
I mean, we'll talk about it more, but I might I might camp differently than you this time.
Okay. Ricky Sosa versus Eric Young. This is Ricky Sosa's debut.
Yeah,
Finally.
he's very rough around the edges.
Yeah.
Like
But the raw talent is there.
we've seen him wrestle a few times.
Hmm.
I've seen a few more probably because I watch a lot of the stuff on YouTube, but it's like you see it and you're like, oh, it's just because of this. It's just because of this. But now after this match, I'm like, no, he is actually like pretty rough around the edges.
Yeah, but no, but he is a special talent. He's gonna if he can hone that craft. He's only what, 21? Like,
I don't even know if he's that old.
right? Timmy's on it. He's gonna check for us, but yeah, he's 21.
Yeah, he's I mean they chose the right person to win here.
Yeah. I'm
But the
and you
match
know
was
what?
just okay.
Credit to Eric Young who did a good job in putting Ricky Sosa over.
He did.
Like I had a bad feeling at first that Eric Young is like he has to win every match, right? But no, he put Ricky Sosa. I was gonna say Sammy Sosa.
Sammy Sosa, softball Slava.
Yeah. So the main show starts, and we're starting off with an Ultimate X match. Amazing Red, Fabian Eichner, Frankie Kazarian, Casey Navarro, Leon Slater, Mr. Elegance, and Cedric Alexander, who's putting the title on the line.
I mean, it was a good match.
Hmm. As far
I
as
thought
Ultimate X matches go, yeah.
they usually always good. That's the thing,
Hmm.
right? I think that's more of the caveat of as far as a no, it's like they're usually always
Always
good, but
pretty
like
good, yeah.
in terms of like the hierarchy of what these matches are, it was just okay.
Yeah. And how old is Amazing Red now? Like he's what, 44, 45, 44.
Yeah.
And he was still going. He's pretty good.
Everyone was pretty good in this. Even
Yeah.
to my surprise, Mr.
Mr.
Elegance
He was
was
there for the
amazing.
comedy. He was there for the comedy, right? Like
But
you
he did a
needed a
really good
folly. Yeah.
job.
Yeah, you needed a folly. But
His
yeah.
outside spots, there was a
Hmm.
series of spots that he did where he looked really good, and I was like, wow, why hasn't he ever done this before?
Yeah. And he looks very similar to a guy we'll review on the NXT show.
Yeah, he looks like
I thought
everyone on NXT, to be
I
honest
thought it
with
was the
you.
same guy. But Cedric Alexander gets the cheap win here. Kazarian and Leon Slater, they pull the belt off the strap there, and Cedric Alexander just grabs the belt, runs away, and he's your winner. I like
I,
the win. I like
I
the
like the
finish.
finish, but it was too obvious. But
Yeah.
I do like the idea. It was they
Yeah.
left it there. It was hanging for like he could have just fell down. Like he could have just let go.
Yeah. But yeah, the rule states that both feet have to touch the floor with the belt, and Cedric Alexander did that. So I kind of like how they threw a loophole in there.
Yeah.
With that, our next match is AJ Francis versus Elijah with expressions. I don't know who this guy is. Do you?
But they
Okay,
played it off like everyone should know who this is.
maybe he's a local guy. It would be like putting like I don't know, Humble and Fred
Yeah, maybe Humble and
who
Fred.
remembers Humble and
They're
Fred,
like
man?
70.
They are. Or fucking what's her name? Joanne Wilder or something. Kim
Yeah.
Mitchell.
No, there was who was the girl that was with them? Humble and Fred and Sandra
Josie Dye.
Plagakis.
Oh, Sandra Plagakis.
And she
God.
called they did the song where they called her dad and they're like he didn't know that she smoked for her whole life and it was like sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, sorry, daddy, 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 'cause I smoke, smoke, smoke. It's so dumb. Anyways, yeah, way off topic.
Better. It was still better than Dean Blundell. But anyway.
I never liked Dean
No,
Blondell.
neither did I. So this match, the stipulation was if Elijah were to lose, AJ Francis would own his name, likeness, and his entire musical catalog. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, good for you. Also, like this was a moment of like kind of a double moment of clarity. Like one was like, why do I care at all about this?
Hmm.
Even if the match was okay, which it was just okay.
Yeah, it was a decent match. It wasn't a bad
But it's
match.
like the second clarity moment was like, oh, they're clearing up, they're ending this feud, so we never have to watch this again. And this whole pay-per-view feels like a lot of tied up loose ends of the remnants of Tommy Dreamer's nonsense.
Yeah, which they're all tying up off all the loose ends. Exactly. So, but Elijah does end up winning this match. It was a decent match. He gets himself a little new guitar at the end. Yay.
Yay.
It was a fine match. Our next match is for the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Championships. The Elegance brand defending against the Demon Bunny.
I don't want to
Heather by
say
Elegance is really really good.
I told you I've been on this for a
No, but I
long
mean
time.
like she really even her selling everything. She's really good at that.
We're gonna say this a few times throughout the next couple reviews here, but like I've been saying she's been very good.
Yeah, she's
And
definitely the standout here.
it's like I don't want to see go out of my way to say this match was good because it was a little bit sloppy, but I do
Yeah.
think it was a
Allie has a
well
bit of ring rust. Yeah.
it put together a decent tag match, especially for their women's division.
Hmm.
It hasn't been great outside of Elegance brand, and I do think the right team won here. I think
Yeah.
they once again did the right booking. It's been too long. It's time to move. But the problem I am worried about, by the way, so Bunny Demons win or whatever the hell they're
Hmm.
called. Um, I am worried that their run is going to be super short.
You think so? What,
Not
they'll
that
lose
they
it right?
won't have a long run, but I think they're going to immediately lose these belts. They're going to defend it on like Dynamite or whatever it's called,
Maybe. Well, I mean, I think they'll carry it till Bound for Glory.
which is 1 month from now.
2, 3. It's October, Bound for
What's the
Glory.
next pay-per-view?
The next pay-per-view after Slammiversary will be Lockdown in August.
Yeah, so I think
And then Bound for Glory in October.
they're going to hold these belts until the next event, even not even a pay-per-view.
So it's
And
Lockdown.
okay, I don't know, maybe there's an event in between.
Maybe there's one in July. I don't
They
know
always
yet.
have those events, right? And then we
Yeah,
think it's a pay-per-view and it's not. And they'll hold these belts for a couple like one or two defenses. They're gonna lose it, and then they're gonna become crowd favorites again and chase the belt.
kind of like Sami Zayn winning. He's going to lose it right away.
Basically, yeah.
So spoilers for SmackDown on Friday. Cody Rhodes wins a number one contenders match, and he's going to face him at Saturday night's main event in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And you know he's winning the belt back.
Or they're just gonna use it as a DQ type of thing, and Sammy and Cody's gonna turn heel finally.
Oh, let's hope so, man. I'm Cody's character is so bland. It's so dry. I don't care for Cody.
Heel Cody has always been the better version of Cody.
Yes, agreed. Agreed. So with that, yeah, so the Elegance brand do lose. You have new tag team champions, and I kind of like it. It's you bring in somebody new, you push them this hard. Obviously, you want them to win, unlike Indy Hartwell.
Yeah.
or somebody else will talk about later in the show. Um, Next we have our TNA International Championship match. It's Mustafa Ali defending against two mystery opponents that both Santino and Daria Ray announced before the show, but they didn't tell you who they were. When I saw Rich Swann, I was a little like, meh. But then we get Apollo Crews, Uha Nation.
Yeah, well, first of all, that's the worst name ever in the history of
Well,
wrestling.
that was his indie name
I
when
don't care.
he
That's awful. That's like something that a child came up with. Like, yeah, you're hoo-ha, hoo-ha, yeah.
you play
Like,
with
what is
your
he, a
hoo ha.
dumb cowboy or something? Anyways, um, it's Rich Swann is like the same. They was the same level of me being like, oh, and then I was like, oh. I never liked Apollo Crews. You know this since way back in the
Yeah,
NXT days when I had to watch those dumb ambulance matches. They were fucking terrible.
when he had the fake Nigerian accent.
Yeah, I just don't. The match wasn't bad. The match was fine.
No, but it's Ali. Ali's always going to give you a good. And I was laughing because these are all three former 205 Live winners.
Yeah,
Remember when there was the 205 Live belt? Yeah,
yeah,
all
and
three of them are.
all of them won.
Yep. So,
By the way, Apollo
mhm.
Crews literally looks exactly like Moose. Like when they were standing next to each
Yes,
other, I was like, that's
it's like Moose's.
hilarious.
He looked more like Moose's kid than Moose's kid.
The way that they did like literally the Spider-Man moment where they were like pointing at each other, I was like, oh
Yeah.
my God, you guys are identical
The
twins.
only difference is Moose is about a foot and a half taller than
And has a
Apollo.
way bigger forehead.
Yes. Uh, Good match. So it was decent. It wasn't a
Yeah, it
bad
wasn't
match.
bad, but it's once
And
again, it's proper booking here. You brought in some
yeah,
new people and you made sure that you didn't take the belt off the right guy.
the right guy. Exactly. This didn't need the title
Yeah.
change
You
here.
didn't give it
So
to scripts or something, you know?
yeah. Whatever happened to him? Is he gone?
I don't know.
Whatever. Uh sp Speaking of which, Mustafa Ali retains, and the aforementioned Moose is our next match against Eddie Edwards. This is a no surrender match. JDC in Moose's corner and Alicia in Eddie's corner. Whoever were to throw in the towel would lose.
Once again, I have to throw an invitation of my love to
Alicia.
Alicia Edwards. But anyways, this is by far easily the best storytelling I've ever seen
And
from a
great way to
Moose
blow
versus
off the
Eddie
feud.
Edwards. I,
Great way to blow off a
I
feud.
couldn't believe it. I was like, okay, the match is good. It's nothing. It was good. It was
Like,
nothing
is this
special.
really already the after effects of Tommy Dreamer leaving?
It's like no, but it's like their immediate thing was like, okay, let's just tie up all the loose ends. But in doing so, it was like, oh, so just all his mistakes were because he just refused to tie up any of the loose
Any
ends.
loose ends? He thinks everything is going to be a Tommy Dreamer Raven storyline that has
If
to
you go
drag
back
on
to
for
that, it wasn't
three.
even a good storyline.
No, and it went on too long.
Um, and it's not everybody in the ring is Tommy Dreamer and Raven, let's be
Yeah,
honest. Anyways, it was very good. I enjoyed it. I was like, this is the first time you're ever going to hear me sit down and enjoy Eddie Edwards versus
and Moose.
Moose.
Yeah.
And the
Let's talk
crowd
about
work.
Moose's wife. She's like huge. She's like 9 feet tall. This woman.
She was there. The son was there. There was a lot of like
Uh,
emotional weight to whatever the
yeah,
match was.
a lot of outside shenanigan there.
Yeah, JDC. I didn't even know JDC switched to Moose's side.
Well, when they kicked Moose out, they kicked him out of the. Remember, they kicked right
Yeah,
after.
but they didn't kick JDC out. At the
No,
last
but
pay-per-view we were at, only Alicia Edwards was on his side and she turned on him.
yeah,
So we're like quite far removed from
yeah.
that.
But yeah, I mean, Moose does win. He snaps the zip ties. He's
Superman.
yeah. Um, Not
Super
like
Moose.
Super Moose. It's not like what's his name, Hernandez, who had the Superman logo tattooed on his chest. Remember that?
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, he called himself Supermax. Yay. But Moose does win. Hopefully this feud is over. And
Very, very, very fucking hopefully.
please, please,
You
please,
can't
because
end on this high of a note and go back
no,
to it.
because the way it ended was excellent with emotional weight to it and everything. It's done. I'm happy with it now. Throw Eddie Edwards back in the mid card. Put Moose in creative. Like I'll put Moose in creative if he doesn't wrestle. He has a good head for it.
Sure.
Well, I mean, he's the one who booked his
I'll
match.
have Eddie Edwards in creative as long as he's not booking himself.
Right. Next match is Zaya Brookside versus Lei Ying Lee for the Knockouts Championship.
Can I we're gonna go through this a few times, I think, throughout
over the course of the
the
next
next
three.
reviews.
Yeah.
So I don't know which one you're actually releasing first, but like I would like to add this to not I don't think it will win, but I think we need to just to have an
Women's.
expansion on it, the short list of women's match of the year
I
because
agree. This was excellent.
it didn't really have any insane peaks, but throughout from start to finish, it was extremely smooth, and there was one of the best storylines we've seen this year of like two friends
Hmm.
having a split up and like
Yeah.
finally her winning the fucking belt. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
We
It
waited
and
this
that's the
long
thing.
for
Saya
arguably,
Brookside is your winner.
yeah, we waited this long for arguably on paper your best women's wrestler to win the belt.
Hmm. Gotta get a hanky here. I got too much condensation on my cup.
Condensation Cup.
Yeah. But yeah, no, this was a great match. Like you said, short list for contender for women's match of the year. I'd have to agree to that. Best Lei Ying Lee match I've ever watched.
For sure. Not even close.
Yeah, and it had great in-ring storytelling, great like it was a great move set back and forth. It was this match literally had it all. I agree. And the fact that even though it's a heel champion, you can't call it a feel-good moment. You kind of have to feel happy for Zaya Brookside, who wins the championship.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny, I forgot to talk about it, but in the last match,
Hmm.
there was like a group of, I want to say women, but it could have been small children screaming at the top of their lungs for
Yes.
the entirety of the Moose match, like as if Moose was about to die, like if they were watching like an
Those are
execution.
probably his 17 children.
But it was crazy. I was like, there's no way they're just letting these people scream like this, like right behind the announcers,
Yeah.
which they did a great job.
Yes,
Kelly Ringwald and friends.
Raywald and Tom Hannafin, like they are also on the short list. Like I mean, obviously there's not that many, but
They're
they're on
always
there
on the
for
short list.
but they're always in contention for commentators of the year. I think
Yeah,
this year might actually be their year.
they've won with us before. They've been top three
Yeah,
for like a
consistently.
majority of it. Listen, I'm gonna be
They
honest.
just have great chemistry together.
We're gonna get there, but like Walker Stewart's pretty good now.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
I would love me some Kevin Kelly back, but like
You're right. Walker Stewart and Chris, when it's Walker Stewart and Chris Charlton, yes, absolutely. Yeah. With that, our next match is a four-way ladder match. It's the System, Brian Myers and Bear Bronson defending against the Righteous, the Great Hands, and the Broken Hardys. They're called the Broken Hardys now. It's because they can't move. They're like 50,000
for
years old.
sure.
Like they did nothing in this match. Like
No.
absolutely nothing.
And I do think overall the rest of the match was fun, like for a ladder match. But like it's like how we talked about the X match, Ultimate
Mhm.
X. I was gonna
These
say
are
the
always going to
American
be
History
fun,
X. It's always gonna be fun to an extent.
especially when it's a four-way.
It was I did enjoy it. I think that the Righteous are putting in so much work to help everybody else and just to get nowhere with it. It's so kind of like wild.
Yeah, because
Um,
the opportunity is now gone for the
oh,
Righteous.
for sure. You don't they don't you don't even know what to do with them anymore. Are they heel or are they face? The
Yeah.
crowd kind of likes them now, so you didn't capitalize when they were hot as faces or heels, and now they're back to faces. Or
Yeah.
they're kind of like I don't even know where they
Tweeners.
are.
They're kind of tweeners. The crowd likes them. They're indie darlings right now. So it's also the location, right? Boston is like it was that northeast corridor was like big with Ring of Honor back in the mid 2000s, 2010s, right? So the Righteous were always there as part of that group, right? So they know who they are. This is a very smart crowd. If you go Sheboygan, Illinois, they're not going to know who they are, right?
I give you it.
Yeah. So surprisingly though, the Hardys win.
I didn't expect it. I don't hate it because I really don't care about their tag division.
Yeah.
They have
But this is another missed opportunity. Either have the system retain or give it to the Righteous. Finally do it, man. Like this is a squandered opportunity for me.
for sure. I even would I would even rather give it to the good hands.
Yeah. Oh, they're the great hands now. They've gotten better.
I forgot.
But yeah, the Hardys win. Like I don't know how I feel about that. Like, are we gonna have the Righteous chase them now?
I don't know what you do. I mean, if I'm being honest, I think a WWE team is going to win them.
You think so?
Yeah. I
Well, I
think
mean,
that's why the Hardys have the belts.
yeah.
So that
This is being recorded on the Wednesday. It's a holiday here in Canada. Happy Canada Day, everyone. But you last night on NXT, you had Galeno and Dr. Wagner Jr. lose to the Vanity Project in the tag team match. What if you had Galeno and Dr. Wagner win the TNA
Maybe,
belts?
yeah, that's fine.
I'd love that.
But the Hardys are a segue into any other company is the thing, right? No
Yeah.
one's gonna watch the Righteous versus fucking
What was that group
Wagners.
called a few weeks ago? The ones from the pay-per-view. Wow, the guy with no shoes there. I even forgot their name already.
I don't remember their names.
Yeah.
The No Shoe Boys.
No shoe boys, yeah. Hardy's win, new champs. I don't like that. Um, our main event: Mike Santana versus Nick Nemeth.
What am I
Did you?
lagging?
Yeah, you lagged a bit.
One of the better matches we've got since he's been champion.
Mike Santana.
Yeah, it was once again. I would say not as good, but similar to the women's match. It
Hmm.
wasn't had didn't really have any crazy peaks, but it was really smooth. It was just
It
a
was a
smooth
consistent
match.
match.
Yeah.
That's a good word for it. It was a consistent match. Yeah.
And unlike watching a typical WWE,
I think I'm lagging. Am I like? I think I'm
I think
lagging.
it's you.
Yeah, because Angie's downstairs playing on the PS5.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I think there was real stakes here, unlike when you
Yeah.
get to WWE pay-per-view like Rust championship
Yeah,
matches.
especially like we'll talk about the NXT show. Like there were some matches on that card that are like, why this match?
Yeah, I did NXT. Yeah, retroactively, I won't change my score on paper,
No.
but but
But
I
let's
want
talk
you to
about the
know,
outcome. Nick Nemeth is your new champion.
I want you to know this before I say this. I think that I scored the WWE pay-per-view incorrectly, and I want to change it to a 6-8, but I don't want you to actually change my score
Okay.
because I already scored it. It's too late. But I'm just telling the people out there that
How come? Why are you
because I
bumping it
think
up a
when I
little bit?
thought about it longer, it was a lot more cohesive than what a 6-5 would than deserving a 6-5.
Yeah. A 6-5 is not unwatchable, but I wouldn't go
No,
out
but
of
I
my way.
think it's
Yeah.
slightly better. It was slightly better than a 6-5. Anyways,
Yeah.
digress from the point.
Yeah. Nick Nemeth is your new champion.
I like this pay-per-view. I think
I
that it was
really enjoyed it
entertaining.
myself too. Yeah.
I think it's the best booking we've seen from TNA in
Hmm.
years, especially as a complete product. I was absolutely baffled by every good choice that they made throughout this entire
Hmm.
pay-per-view.
Every match on the card was entertaining.
Yeah, and they all led to a finish that mattered, not a
Yeah.
dragging out a storyline that was completely irrelevant.
And now we start on Thursday. We're starting fresh. It's a brand new TNA almost. It's almost like a season finale,
Yeah, I would say that.
right? And we're starting fresh now with new booking, new bookers, new everything, some new champs. So, okay. So let's hear your score then.
7-4.
Okay,
Seven
I'm
five.
not.
I'll cop out. I'll cop it. Seven
Yeah,
five.
I'm not that far off from you. It's not quite a cop out, but I gave this a 7.6.
Yeah, I'll give
So
it.
I'm.
I think a 7-5 is completely fair.
Yeah, it's totally watchable. There's a lot of great spots.
It's
Like,
worth watching. It I think in terms of like a turning point for the
haha,
company, yeah,
TNA.
you need to watch it literally because it completely has now changed the trajectory of every storyline.
Yeah, and there's matches worth watching, like that women's match. Definitely go out of your way to watch that women's championship match.
Yeah. Oh, and also Amazing Red is going
Mhm.
to the Hall of Fame. We didn't say
And so
that.
is Conan.
So is Conan.
So Conan's actually getting out of the hospital. He's actually doing better. He's on the mend.
Well, good for him.
So well wishes to Conan. Oh, that's one thing we missed. R.I.P. Joe Doring.
Oh yeah. I literally forgot that happened.
Yeah, who was that at the beginning of because my feed was not full.
My thing was during the last two matches was wildly insane.
Your feed as well? Like it was
Like
cutting
watching the
out.
ladder match was crazy.
Okay, so I wasn't the only one having
No,
issues
it's there.
then.
It was the actual direct feed from TNA. It was just garbage.
That's why it was choppy. Okay. Anyway, so with that out of the way, guys, thanks again for joining us. Tune in tomorrow. Tomorrow, Campo and I will have our Forbidden Door with a Death Store match.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So tune in tomorrow for that. And with that out of the way, in the words of Kenny Omega, which we'll talk about him tomorrow, goodbye and good night.